At some point along the journey of cameras, gimbals, lights, you hear someone talking about redundant shooting and why cameras with two card slots is what distinguishes a professional camera from an enthusiast camera. Because cameras with two card slots has the ability to record your images to one card and then back up those images to the second card, which gives you added security when out shooting photography and video, or something along those lines. For those of you in a hurry, here are the steps on how to set up redundant shooting on the Fujifilm X-H1 and possibly all the other Fujifilm cameras with two card slots. You want to go to the menus, go to the wrench icon, then go to Save Data Setup, next to Card Slot Settings, then choose Backup. This will provide you with redundant shooting for images only, not video. I wanted to get this out there sooner in the video than later for those who may be in a hurry and need the settings right away. Because when I was out trying to figure out this during a shoot, I didn't have time to sit through an entire video to go through the settings. I did find some videos about settings, but nothing specifically about setting up redundant shooting. And I didn't want to sit through a 20-minute video. And so I went out there, fingers crossed. Before we get to that, let's talk about the Fujifilm X-H1 and the fact that it has dual card slots, which makes it a professional grade camera. Of course it is. It is one of Fujifilm's flagship cameras. It is yesterday flagship camera. But on a whim, I took the X-H1 out for a week a while back on real estate photography shoots. I paired it with the Fuji 10 to 24 millimeter, which was great. I enjoyed using the 10 to 24 more than I like using the X-H1. It was a great lens. I would say check out this video that I linked above if you want to learn more about the camera. And there's a link in the description, an affiliate link that you can use to get the lens if you don't want to watch the video at all, but get the lens to check it out and try it for yourself. But while I was out on a shoot, there were some complications. I didn't know how to set up the redundant shooting on the Fujifilm X-H1. I couldn't find anything online about redundant shooting at the time, but I believe there are some step-by-step guides and videos out there. You just have to look for it, but I needed the settings right in the moment, and I didn't have the patience or the time to sit through the video or deep dive to the menus or pull it up online. I definitely didn't have the menus with me, but I was pressing for time. I had the 10 to 24 for a week, and that's really the only thing that was on my mind. Try to get as much use out of it and just have fun and not really worry about the technical pieces of it, but just get a feel for the lens. So I went out on, I think, about 10 shoots, fingers crossed, hoping everything would go well. For the most part it did, but it didn't. For one shoot, the files on, or a few of the files on one of the cards was corrupted, and I had to use a slightly out of focus image in order to deliver the photo packages. But due to not having access to the property for a reshoot, I had to submit what I had. Honestly, I don't even think they noticed one of the photos was slightly out of focus, but I knew. The steps on how to shoot redundant shooting was shared in a comment on this video a while back. You can check out this video. It is linked above and in the description. So once I figured out the settings on how to set up redundant shooting on the Fujifilm X-H1, this video became one on my list. But I also wanted to point out a few things when you are in the settings trying to set up redundant shooting. Now you would notice there are three options to choose from. You have sequential, backup, and raw or JPEG. Sequential is when you are wanting to record to one of the cards at a time. The camera will record all images or video to one card until it is full, then start recording to the second card until it runs out of space. Backup is redundant shooting, where the camera records images to both cards. A caveat to this is backup doesn't work with video. However, you can choose which cards you want to save your videos to first. Now, how you do this is you go to the menus, go to the wrench icon, go to Save Data Setup, go down to Select Slot, and then choose this card slot that you want to start recording to first. As you can see here where it says Card Slot Settings, and where we choose Backup, Still Images is in parentheses to let you know it only works for still images. Video only works with sequential, so eventually once you fill up one card with video, it will then start recording to the second card until it runs out of space. So keep that in mind when you are out recording both video and photos. Now, RAW and JPEG means that it will shoot similarly to backup, but RAW will be saved to one card slot and JPEG to the other. And that is it for today. Thanks for joining. Stay awesome.